the wrong screen. Hang on. Wait, now I'm in the right one. Okay, now I've just got to do my little thing. Hey, Leslie! Hang on a second. I just got to do my thing. Everyone's going to get annoyed at me right now. You're not in the screen. Hang on. Oh my God. Wait, now I go Discord. Oh my God, you guys. I'm freaking out. Hang on. Hi, Les. Wait. Ah! Okay, hang on. Wait, it's me. Hang on. Oh, why is this happening to me right now? What am I doing wrong? Hang on. Show members. Sailor Guardian. And then there. Whoa, what's happening? Hang on. You guys. There we go. There's Kay. Why is it not working? Hide members, and then my K should come into screen more. Can you see me, Kay?
Yes, I can see you on the stream.
Why isn't it working? How do you go pop out members? Oh, wait. Hang on. There we go.
Got it.
Oh my God. Sorry. Holy guacamole. Hi, cutie.
Hi.
This is, you've experienced how bad I am at this stuff in the past few days.
I love it.
You guys, I can't do anything. It's honestly a problem. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go to the chat because I can't see it right now. So let's bring up the chat and then I can properly interview the goddess that is in front of me right now. Let's go to my channel. We don't have a lot of viewers right now, so we didn't have a lot of people are witnessing me just being a total dummy. All right. Okay, I can see some people joining the chat.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, we have a person just followed. GBC Ike just followed.
Hi, Kyle.
We have Orange Dee is in the chat. Okay, hi you guys. Thanks for joining us. I am Miranda O'Hare. I'm the voice of Skye in the video game Valorant and Zephyr in the video game XCOM Chimera Squad. And I am so lucky because today I am interviewing the one, the only Sailor Guardian. Is that how you say it?
Yes,
spell it with a Q, but it's Sailor Guardian.
Yes.
Okay. She's a fantastic girl gamer. I came across her through TikTok. We interacted through TikTok. Massive fan base on TikTok. Can I call you Kay?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so I know her as Kay. Her Twitch handle and her social media handle is Sailor Guardian. But Kay has nearly 1 million followers on TikTok, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That is an insane amount of followers. You have such a cute aesthetic, and from getting to know you over the past few days, I've realized that you have like a real business mind as well, which is really impressive. So I'm really excited to talk to you today. So thank you so much for coming on the stream.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yay! All right, my agent is messaging me, so I'm just gonna put my phone away. So how are you? What's going on? How are you feeling?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We had some audio
That's awesome.
issues, which is why we were running a little
Yeah.
late. I had some audio issues. Shocking, shocking. But yeah, no, I'm excited to be here. What have you been doing today?
I'm super excited too. I started my day off with school, and that was pretty much it. Lunch break, a game of Valorant, and yeah, now here we are.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. So I have all my questions for you. So hang on a second.
Awesome.
Let me bring up my questions. Okay, so firstly, I just want you to just tell me about you.
Okay, well, hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. My name is Kayla. People call me Kay or Sailor. My name is actually Sailor QUARDIAN, but it's pronounced Sailor Guardian. I
Yes,
basically
yes.
replaced the G with the Q, with the Q because the proper spelling is always taken on every social media. So here we are.
Where did you come up with that name? Just anime
It's
type?
inspired from Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started my gaming career with the name Aquarius, but then I started uploading TikTok videos and they were all anime related, so I felt like it just didn't really make sense for my name to be like that, so I decided to change it.
Okay, okay. So when did you start gaming?
I'd say I'd always been interested in gaming. I grew up with a cousin that plays video games a lot, and also my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up basically very involved with gaming or like Lego Ninjago and stuff like that. But it wasn't until high school where I really started playing.
Okay, okay. Is that like is that a thing at your school? Do you feel like a lot of people game, or is it like, because I can't really gauge that. Like I know
Right.
a lot of guys do, but like, do you feel like it's like common now for girls to play, or is it less common?
I feel like when I started in the ninth grade, no one really played except for my friend group that I met, and I just happened to meet like a cool bunch of friends, and we all played together. But I would say like this quarantine, a lot of female gamers have picked up the hobby of gaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So you started gaming because your cousin was into gaming
Yes.
and you sort of started picking it up. And
Yeah.
then what did you, what, I just don't want to miss any of these questions that I have here. So you started playing Valorant when?
So I heard about it in beta and I was super interested, and they were giving out these free keys to everyone, so I decided to watch Myth and Pokimane, but they have like millions of views, so I was like, there's no chance that I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a key. I got a hold of one, but it was the last day of beta, so I played one day and then I had to wait the 2 weeks for it to release, and then I started playing ever since.
Okay, okay. And why were you so into Valorant? Like what was the thing about Valorant that for you set it
Ah.
apart?
At the time, I was playing Call of Duty, and I was just playing this game mode called Search and Destroy, which is very similar to Valorant with like planting the spike and all that. So when I found out about Valorant, I was like, okay, this is my game. I also love like super vibrant games, and Valorant is just perfect.
Yeah. Do you feel like does it appeal to you from like a story aspect, or do you like the fact that you're like, I'm gonna kill these people, like I'm gonna, is it that, or like what is it?
I'd say it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, okay. Some people I feel like are into Valorant because like they like the story aspect of it, like that's an interesting part, more interesting part to me. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
play,
for
but
sure.
like the lore of it is really fascinating to me as a writer and an actor and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, some people are just really into just shooting the bad guys, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, the storylines are super cool. I like that there's with all the agents there's like a cultural background and all that kind of stuff. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's something that I really connected with as well. I think that that's really amazing, and I think it's something that Riot does really well. Is the fact that they try to bring in as many ethnicities as they can, and yeah, there's a character for every country. Well, not obviously not
Yes.
yet, but it's just like it's so great to see.
Yes, I love it. I definitely feel like I do connect with Sage a lot because I'm also Chinese.
Oh, can you speak Chinese?
No, I can't.
Oh my god, you should learn.
It's on the bucket list,
The
for sure.
bucket list? Yeah. Do your parents speak it?
Yes, I'm actually half Chinese and half Vietnamese, so
Oh, wow. Have you been to either place?
no, unfortunately I haven't. I'd love to go though.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be such a fantastic trip.
Yeah,
Vietnam
I
is I
agree.
hear is amazing.
Yes, I hear too.
My
I really want to
my
go.
mom actually went just before the pandemic hit and she loved it.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, that'd be so cool if you could speak the language, but I'm sure it's like, I mean, learning Chinese is like, holy.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but I do want to learn for sure someday.
Do you understand it at all?
I can comprehend a little bit of it, yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel that way about Spanish. Not that I'm Spanish, but I want to learn Spanish. And I just feel like I like occasionally like can understand like very, very, very basic things just from like living in LA and speaking to people who having a lot of people in my life that speak Spanish, but like I'm like I really want to learn it, but it's like so it's like a bucket list thing that you're like, am I ever
Yes,
gonna do
yes.
that? You know?
Maybe one day.
Yeah, I don't even know how to drive, so I should probably learn how to drive first. Okay, so you felt like a special connection with Sage. It's very interesting to me, and I don't know if it's because I've interacted with people maybe in the Asian community, but a lot of people tell me that they connect with Sage.
Really? I thought I
Yeah.
was the only one, actually. That's
I
awesome, though.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting because Sage, from my perspective, and I don't know a damn thing, but Sage, from my perspective, is a character that links a lot of the characters together and that goes and finds the characters and helps the story along. I think she plays a really important role.
I agree.
What are you drinking right now? What is this little soda?
It's this Chupa Chups. It's actually a lollipop brand,
I
and they
know
decided
what
to make
Chupa Chups
drinks.
are. Oh,
Yeah,
girl. Chupa Chups were my childhood.
amazing. And yeah, they
Yeah.
made it into a drink version.
Oh
It's very
my
interesting.
god, that
It's
would be the
more like a sparkling
sweetest.
juice. Love it.
Oh wow. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember Chubba Chubs back in the day. They were like, yeah, it was like cool to like have a Chubba Chub. That might have just been
I
in
love it.
Australia. I don't know, or like Britain or whatever. Okay, I'm just kind of checking the chat. I just want to see.
Yeah, I've been trying to answer a little bit
Oh,
of
have you been
the
talking in
questions.
the chat?
I've been trying to a little bit. It's
Oh
kind of
my
hard.
No, I know it's so hard. When I interview someone, I'm just like, it's really hard for me to chat.
Overwhelming. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's really hard for me to chat. Okay. Um, so the sub edges are so cute. I'm trying to think if I have anything to tell everyone. I don't. Oh, let's just go on with the interview. I feel like normally I start off with a little bit of like admin and I explain things, and I haven't done that at all. Um, okay, and so that's so interesting. I also really want to talk to you just for my own selfish purposes about your social media following
Right.
and like how that happened for you. I personally find social media fascinating, and I find it so interesting how people develop a social media following and like how business minded and skilled you have to be to do that. Like I don't think people quite get that. And
Right.
I just know that from having friends of mine who are influencers, and I see how hard they work and how business savvy they are. And yeah, I just would love to talk to you about that. So, do you post a lot of gameplay? You sort of don't really, do you?
I actually started off posting gameplay. So, early in my high school years, I did streaming, and it didn't really do that well. It was it took a lot of my time investment actually, and then this quarantine, I started to do TikToks as just like something for fun and kind of just like a joke mainly. And my first video that did really really well was a video of me playing Valorant, and I did voice trolling as Chet, and that really did well. So that was my first video that like did super good. And then a little bit time passes, and then I kind of like go more into like anime and like Japanese and Asian culture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for sure. I did start with gaming, and I would love to have more of my followers enjoy my gaming content. But yeah, the anime stuff is super cool too. That's also a big part of my life.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I think you and I talked about this week about how sometimes you can get stuck making the content that people want you to make, which of course
Right.
that's like capitalism, right? Like you know you make the product that people want to buy kind of thing, like it makes sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time sometimes you find creatively that you want to make other stuff too. So it's like kind of you're stuck in like a bit of a holding pattern. And I would say that my input or advice, not that you asked me for my advice, but my input on that is that you should always try to include the stuff that you really like as well. So I personally think that you should keep posting your gameplay alongside all the anime and stuff that you post that really does get you all the followers and all the views.
Right. Yeah. I think like over the summer, I definitely want to try to get back into daily streaming, and then hopefully that will get some more recognition for my TikTok as well, and then like a gaming and anime kind of community.
Yeah, no, totally. I love that. So guys, yeah, you should just, I'm going to just keep repeating that throughout the conversation, that we want to make sure that we're following Sailor Guardian, follow her on TikTok, follow her on Twitch, obviously. She's got a great following on Twitch. She's doing really well. And how often are you streaming right now? Like, what's your stream schedule like? Because you're at school, right?
Yeah. I'm very guilty of not having a consistent and proper stream schedule. But once again, over the summertime, when I have some more free time, then I definitely want to start again.
Do you like try to do it at a certain time every week, or you just do it when you have time?
It's been super like inconsistent lately. It's just like every other month, maybe.
Really?
It's kind of
okay.
yeah. I did do daily for a moment of time, and it did pretty good. I met like a ton of cool people, and it was just like every day kind of started to feel like a chore, and like it was very draining on my mental health. So I think this time it would be like I'll try to figure out like maybe like 4 days a week instead of every single day to just give myself that break.
Oh my god, girl, yes, that is crazy. I find like I find it all really overwhelming. I was doing 2 a week, and at one point I did 3, but that was when I was just trying to get
That's a lot, yeah.
to affiliate, and yeah, it was a lot. Like it was a lot of talking, and I don't know, sometimes you're like, what am I doing? Like, it was just, I'm like, why? I think if I was playing a game, it would be so different. But sometimes when I was just coming on and chatting, I was like, this feels like I'm just like.
Chatting is hard, yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I was like, do people care? Like, shut up, Miranda. Why are you still talking? Like it felt like a sense of that. But no, I totally get it. And I think that that's something really interesting that I talk about a lot with my friend Zaki, and I kind of touched on this briefly with my friend Simprael as well. These both people that are in the Valorant community. It is, I think an important thing that people need to discuss more and talk about is how exhausting it can be to stream all the time.
Yes, it's super tiring.
Yeah, it's exhausting to stream all the time, and it's exhausting to be kind of on display, and like, so we all have good days and bad days, and some days it's the best thing in the world and you love it, and some days it's like not so great.
I agree, yes. I envy people that can stream for 24 hours straight. Like, that's a lot of work.
Oh my god. My friend actually was telling me that one of her friends like got really drunk on stream, like was drinking on stream, got really drunk and like threw up. And I was like,
oh no.
I was like, that's a level of like freedom and like just like not caring about what people think that
I can't do that.
like, no, like I would be too. It's so scary to think about. I'm like, okay, but yeah, I think people need to talk more about that. And like you and I both know that, another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, as a girl gamer, you know, how do you deal, have you experienced like trolls and stuff?
Okay, well, it really just depends. I'd say for the most part, my experience on Valorant specifically, I haven't really bumped into many toxic guys as like a lot of the other girls in the community have dealt with, which is kind of sad. I feel really bad every time I see it, but if I do come across one, I'll either outfrag them, which is one way to just get them to kind of stop talking, and it's really funny. That's the best way, really. It's like,
What's that? What's outfrag
so
someone?
basically, you just do better than them in the game. Like you get more kills than them, and then they shut up right after. That's the best thing. Or there's like the typical go back to the kitchen or make me a sandwich comments, and then I'll just be like, sure, what toppings do you want? You know, like it really personally. I've been gaming for a while, so it doesn't really bug me too much. But I do see that like it does get really mean sometimes. Like guys can be really, really upsetting, and also even girls. I bumped into other females that were really, really mean. So I wouldn't say it's just guys in the community. I'd say that there are some females that do contribute to it, which is really sad.
That's crazy. That's so interesting that you say that girls can be like that. That's like pick me girls, huh? They're probably they're like, I'm gonna like be like this, and then the guys are gonna think I'm like one of the guys.
They literally heal every single guy, and then I'll be like, hey, can I get a heal? And they're like, no, I don't like your voice. And I'm just like, okay.
Oh my god, that's crazy! I hate that kind of stuff. Wow. The nuances of this culture are so fascinating to me. These are all things that I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I am, you know, a big proponent of like, I didn't really know, like, it's been so interesting for me actually to have this platform. And, you know, like, primarily, like, I'm just a person who, like, tells stories. I write, I act, I do voices. I am not a gamer, necessarily. And then I'm a part of this community because I, like, voice someone, right? So, like, that's cool. But I kind of, like, came in, started streaming on Twitch kind of naively, like, not really knowing necessarily what I would even really do. And being a part of this community, it's really interesting to me because over time I started to realize that like something that I was passionate about that I could do with my small tiny role in this world would be that I could try to in some way shed light on the women in the industry that are, you know, just playing, or they're involved with a gaming company, or they are doing it even professionally, like whatever it might be. I spoke to the Killjoy ambassador from Portugal 2 weeks ago, this girl Nini Kitty Cat. She's a wonderful person, and it's just for me important to engage with other women and showcase their platforms in whatever way I can, because I think that's something about this industry that it's definitely, like, for lack of a better term, a bit of a man's world.
I love that. Yeah, I also love that. Like the other day we mentioned like how Riot really includes a lot of women, and there's a lot of women in the Riot work industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there really is. I mean, look, I only can speak of my experience voicing SKYE, but I will say that, you know, the director for my character was a woman. There were a lot of women on the Zoom. Obviously, it was COVID, so I wasn't it wasn't in person. They were on cameras in front of me. But there were so many women involved in that process, and also women of color, and men of color, of course. And yeah, it was a very diverse range of people, and I think that they have a lot of respect for that. And I do think Riot are aware of elements of the gaming culture that can be toxic.
Yes, they do a very good job, I'd say. Like, an amazing job.
Yeah. And I mean, like, let's be really honest. I think they're probably, I don't know if they're the biggest gaming company in the world, but if they're not, they're very close to it. And it's like, that's a pretty big undertaking. And they can impact the culture because in many ways they are the culture, right? Like, they're creating the product. But you can't always decide how people will take in something, how people will consume something. And so it's a huge thing. But I think things are starting to change, and I think that if we keep talking about women and their impact on this industry, that things will continue to get better.
Yes, I agree. And I also think that it's also growing on the guys in the community as well. Like, it's like every time I'll hop in an unrated game or so, there's another girl in the game, and I love it. I love meeting like other girls and like being super friendly with them. I almost add around like over 98% of the females that I meet in my games. So
Aww.
I love seeing other girls.
Yeah, yeah. And also, there are so many. I mean, I'm so fortunate because the community of people that I interact with, specifically, like my Discord community and, like, you know, people that I talk to here and there on Instagram, etc., like, they are, a lot of them are men, and they're really nice. Like, they're very supportive of girl gamers, and they really
I love it.
yeah, they really want it to go well, and, like, you know, I think that that's really, really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of supportive people in the community, I'd say. And also TikTok, I feel like there's a lot of nice people on TikTok as well about it. Like, there's so many girls that game on TikTok, and it's like my entire For You page, and I just love interacting with them and seeing that there's more girls joining the community. Because when I played Fortnite, there was close to no girls. Like, there was like bigger influencers like Pokimane and like Valkyrie, but there wasn't many that were like just like, you know, just playing the game for fun.
Right, right. I have found TikTok to not be as supportive of a space. Like, I found that it's definitely like supportive, but I definitely will. Right. I'll get trolled on TikTok for sure.
Oh yeah, there's always those comments. Like, close to all my Valorant related videos, there were like, you know, those comments, but it's like, I guess it can't be helped.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a really great attitude towards it, and it really is. All of these things in life, they're really just about your attitude, and like,
right.
You know, it is true. I mean, you just got to keep going and just keep pushing against it, and it is a small number of people, and yeah, you just got to stay focused. It sounds like you have a really great attitude, and I love that.
Thank you. It took years to build up that momentum, but yeah.
I mean, I will say, I have a theory that if you can, like, I've realized that if you're a girl gamer, you have to have, like, a level of resilience in you.
Yes.
To just keep going. And I swear to God, I can tell you this, as a woman who left home very young and moved to a big city to pursue acting, and then moved to LA, and like, I've done a lot of scary shit by myself. The number one thing that has gotten me through life, not that I'm anyone to even speak of anything, but is resilience. And so I think that all of these things are fantastic, and they just make a person stronger and better, because life can be tough sometimes. So it's really cool to be a strong, resilient woman.
I love it.
Lady. Okay, so tell me, you told me that you have a special connection to SKYE, and you told me about your streaming. So you want to go back in the summer, you want to go back to trying to stream more frequently?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have like a particular goal with your stream, with your Twitch channel?
I'd say I want to do daily, which will probably get some recognition, and then hopefully get partnered, because right now I'm affiliated, but I think the one thing that's like making me like super stuck from hitting partner is the average of 75 views. But once I get that, then I'll hit partner. Okay,
I love that. And so, like, in the beginning, when you were like streaming and you were growing that fan base, like, what do you think was like the thing that like was very key to growing that fan base? Or you don't know, it was just more of a random thing?
At the time I was grinding, there's like a ton of esport teams in the community. So I was grinding for one of them, and their community was just like super consistent and super active, and I kept up with all the members a part of the team because I really wanted to join it. And I'd say a huge chunk of my followers came from that, because I was so close with everyone in the community. They were super helpful and kind, and they like hosted my streams and like made sure that my streams were getting recognition. So I'd say I was very lucky.
Oh, that's awesome. That was an esports team?
Yes.
Wow. Are you at the level where you could go to that?
No, I definitely don't think so. It
Okay.
was, yeah, I'd say, especially now, I don't think.
How would a person, like random question, but how would a person know if they were good enough to get to that level?
Uh, like with me, I've never really tried to do like super competitive in gaming. It was always more like on the content side, just because I've never been like super amazing where I could go to competitive. But I feel like you'll know. Like Valorant ranking system, I'd say like if you're over like diamond rank, then I feel like you should try to go pro, try to go comp.
How do you go pro? How does a person even do that?
I'm probably not the best person to ask because I'm like, I'd say like I'm a little bit above average being ranked in gold. But I'd say if you do want to do competitive, I'd definitely say time investment and watching other pro players play and looking back on your gameplay and seeing how you can improve. Like, oh, like what was I doing here that I could have done differently? Like, kind of just
Wow.
switching it up and kind of just knowing, like why you died and what case scenario, basically. Like,
I wonder if if it's a thing where like if I guess to get on one of those teams, um, someone reaches out to you.
yeah, I'm really not sure how it works.
It's so interesting to me the whole like the business side of it. So,
Yes, it's super cool.
what is that something that you would want to do? Like, what do you want to do professionally? Tell me, what are you? You're at school right now.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do you have like a little career plan or not yet?
Yeah, I'm going to post secondary for school, but in terms of social media wise, it'd be cool to make content. Like I want to once I'm overcoming my TikTok shadow ban, that I want to start doing like YouTube. I want to start doing Twitch, and hopefully it'll pop off.
Yeah, so is that the plan? Like, what happened if it popped off and you started making a bunch of money from it? Like, would you still be
Yes,
committed
that's
to
the plan.
school?
I'd say it's a discussion I had to talk to with my parents and like see how they feel about it. But like my parents are very supportive with my gaming, with my TikTok. So if it were to get that to that point where it's like things are going super well and like successful, I'd probably consider that as my career path instead.
Okay, okay, I love this for you. I love this for you. Now, anyone watching, Kay makes these really cute little TikToks, and a lot of them are like snacks.
Yes.
How do you know about these snacks?
Because I'm Chinese and Vietnamese, I grew up just eating these snacks. Like they're at my local Asian supermarkets.
They're
So that's
so.
how I
I'm
discovered
like,
them.
how did you find them? I want to know where to go to get them.
They are really cute. A lot of the packaging is like lots of details go into the packaging.
Yes. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? Like, what's the
Uh,
snack we should get? We have to try.
I'd say one of my favorites would be mochi. It's like this rice flour, and then inside has a filling, and there's different flavors. That's probably one of my favorite things. And there's an
Oh,
ice
baby,
cream version of it.
I've had mochi. Don't you worry about that.
Amazing. There you go.
Have you? It's. I mean, this is probably a really offensive version of mochi, but they have one at Trader Joe's that's like a mochi ice cream.
That sounds awesome, though. I would love to try that.
Yeah. Do you have Trader Joe's? Oh, you don't. You don't live in
No.
America. Yeah, Trader Joe's is an American thing, and they have like a strawberry one, a green tea one, and a chocolate one.
Ooh, green tea. That's my favorite.
Is it? Okay, okay, love that.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna go in. I don't know if we have. Sorry, we haven't been acknowledging the chat. It's kind of hard in interviews to like acknowledge any of the chat, really, isn't it?
Yes, I agree. I try to be consistent. Try to like figure out.
Are you responding?
I try to. Like, if I see someone ask me something, then I will.
Okay,
try to
okay.
respond.
Well, we just had Android Dealer has followed. Thank you so much for following, guys. If you're not following, of course, follow along. I'm the voice of Skye in the video game Valorant, and I am interviewing the wonderful Sailor Guardian. We're having a chat about being a girl gamer and the industry and what lies ahead. She has a huge following on TikTok. She's nearly at 1 million followers. She's got a great amount of followers on Twitch as well. Do you want to comment your Twitch handle, Kay?
Yeah, I just commented, so they can just click on my name right there, and it
See?
should pop up.
She's up there for thinking, fam. So yeah, click on that and sorry, I'm in a group chat. It keeps coming up on my laptop,
Don't worry.
and I'm like, stop texting me. So yeah, okay, follow her. She's wonderful, the best. Oh, I love this question, and I love asking people this question. Okay, there may not be one answer, but you can like tell me a couple of them. What is a normal day in your life like?
Okay. A normal day in my life would be I start in the morning. I go to school. I'm doing.
What time do you get up?
Around 9 o'clock, and then I start at 10.
Okay.
So it gives me enough time to like get ready, mentally prepare myself. Maybe a game of Valorant.
And are you doing it online?
Yes, I'm doing online.
Okay, cool.
And then lunchtime, I'll probably play a game to just like as a break.
Okay.
It's perfect time for just one game of Valorant. It's the perfect amount of time. And then after school, I like to spend time with my family, friends, and then watch anime or play games on my spare time. And I also have to film videos. Like, I try to film every day.
Wow, that's, yeah, how often do you try to post?
So before my shadow ban, I posted every single day, but now that I'm shadow banned, it's like, I'm trying to see if I want to wait it out or if I want to still keep posting. It's very like demotivating actually to post videos, and it's like no one really sees it.
Yeah. Why
So
do
I'm
you
trying to figure
think you're shadow banned? And is this just you think it because of the views, right? Because the views have gone down so much.
Yes. People get shadow banned because they go against community guidelines, which is something that I have not restricted. I don't even swear on the platform. I've always been PG on TikTok. So it's really just unlucky, I'd say. But I figured out that I was shadow banned when my views just started dropping. Like, it was a very, very noticeable change in my views and my likes. It just wasn't consistent at all.
So what
that's how
do? You just wait it out?
Yeah, a lot of people wait it out because you try to contact them and it's like they feel like they can't really do much about it. So I've just been trying to wait it out. Like for some people, like all my mutuals, theirs has lasted like just a week, but mine's been around 2 months.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes my views can be very up and down. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I think it's just TikTok algorithm really. It's very unpredictable.
So unpredictable. I have like
Yes.
I had a video last week that had 100,000 views, and then one that had 65,000 views, and then I had one that had 1,000 views.
Yeah, like it's so unpredictable.
What?
It's just like I'm going viral this second, and then the next day I post, it's like, oh.
No, I know. I feel with all of these things, I don't know if you noticed this, but like I have gotten to a point, and one thing I think that is good, where I'm like, some things are successful, some things aren't. I'm like, I let it out into the ether.
Go with the flow, really.
Yes. Like sometimes I'll do something and it will randomly do really well. And this is not even just on TikTok. This is just in with streams, with everything. And it'll randomly do really well, and then sometimes it won't. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to any of this is. You just gotta go with the flow, basically.
There's no other way.
I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep doing things and see what happens. Okay, so I'm just checking the comments as the questions that I have for you. Oh, so we have a new follower. I have Slimy T is following. Thank you so much for following. The Juggler subscribed with Prime. Oh, thank you so much, The Juggler. How are you guys? How's everyone in chat? What's the crack? What's going on? Sorry, we haven't spoken to you very much. I have trouble following the chat, but I'm going back into it now. I am talking to the cutest little cute. I'm talking to my K. President of Poverty said hi. Simply Santasia said Tim. Ooh, President Poverty said, this is my first time watching. Well, welcome. Yes. My username is inspired by Sailor Moon. Isn't she the cutest? Okay. So we've talked about what a normal day in your life is like. And so you kind of have a real good little like work-play balance because you're like at school, which is your work. And then you're doing all your gaming and stuff, which is your play, and you're watching your anime.
Yes.
What's your favorite anime? Is it Sailor Moon?
That's definitely one of my favorites, but I'd say my number one comfort anime is called Haikyuu. It's this volleyball series, and I am obsessed with it. That's my comfort go-to serotonin.
Oh my god, love that. I've never watched anime.
Really?
What's the thing? What makes something anime? Is it the drawings, the animation itself?
So I'd say it's the drawing style, and also like it originates from Japan, like it's Japanese.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I should know more about it. I don't know anything about
No worries.
But yeah, no, it's such a huge deal to people, and they love it. Okay, so your career goal is we kind of talked about it, but it's pretty much to just explore this even further and to see where it can lead you.
For sure.
And to really possibly get to a point where you could be doing this full time.
Hopefully. I'd really hope so. That'd be awesome. That's the dream goal, for sure.
And what is the best way, do you think, for people to interact with you? Like if someone's watching right now or watches this later on and they're like, I really want to communicate with Kayla or with Sailor Guardian, what would you say?
I'd like to say that I'm pretty active in responding to comments. So, like, on my TikTok, I recognize familiar faces. Like, if they have the same username, I'll, like, recognize that. Like, they'll comment from, like, a week ago, and then they come back, like, the next week. I'll be like, oh, I remember this person. So I'm very consistent with that. But I'd also say I have a Discord server that I'm very active in. I like to reach out to people. And on my Instagram, too. Instagram DMs are probably one of more active things that I'm on.
Okay, so you're responding to DMs. Damn, girl, you're brave.
It really just depends. It depends on how they approach the DM.
Yeah. I stopped responding to DMs on Instagram. It got a little spicy. Spicy.
I feel that. It just depends. Be careful with how you approach the DM, I'd say.
Yeah.
Some people are very straightforward. I'm just like, oh.
I love that. Okay. Also, just like, who's your like celebrity crush? Like, what is your guy that you think is so cute or girl?
A celebrity crush?
Yeah. Do you have one?
I don't know. I have more like my anime 2D crush, but I don't know if I have like a celebrity crush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Dev Patel. Do you know who that is?
No, I do not. I don't think.
Okay, oh my god, I can't even think of a single thing he's been in. That's so bad.
Okay, I see that he's an actor. I see that.
He's an actor. I'm gonna look him up. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I was like, I just want to tell you who my celebrity crush is.
If I have a girl crush, it'll be Ariana Grande. I'll say that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, people really like Ariana Grande. She's fine. She's not for me, but she's fine. Okay, Dev Patel.
Oh, okay.
She's Slumdog Millionaire.
You're not gonna like me. I have not seen it.
Honestly, I haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire myself, so don't even worry about it. He was in what is wrong with my brain today? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. Oh, Lion.
I'm looking through the movies. I don't think I've seen any of these, really. I really don't.
Oh, he's so cute. He was in this movie Lion that was made in Australia. Sorry, I thought I had lipstick on my teeth, and it's a really good movie. You should watch it. And he was in The Newsroom as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the watch list.
He kind of for a long time, because of how Hollywood is, I feel like he played a lot of like sort of stereotypical Indian characters, but now that the industry has gotten a little better, he's sort of branched out a little bit more. Okay, my cat Rainbow is wanting to say hello. You can say hello, but you can't go crazy like you always do. Okay.
Oh, so cute.
Say hi, Kay. Hi,
Hi, so
Kay.
cute.
Hi, baby. So she went to the groomers yesterday, and she was such a good girl, weren't you?
Aw,
She was
so
such a
cute.
good girl for the groomers, and I got her a little collar, a little sparkly collar.
So
She
cute.
hates it. She really hates it.
Oh
Well, that's what she's just got to deal with it, all right? It's a collar.
no. It's cute.
It's cute. I want her to be a fashion icon.
I love it.
Okay, so I also really like this question, if I do say so myself about my questions. But what? Okay, so what advice would you give to a girl that is looking to start playing Valorant?
Okay. I don't know. I feel like a lot of girls are really scared to talk in game chat. Like that's like a huge thing, especially in Valorant. And I'd say, if your team is like talking and they're being super kind, that's when I'll feel comfortable enough to talk. And also, if you're playing for fun, just like make sure that you have a good friend group around you. And like, if someone's gonna say something, like they'll like stick up for you. I'd say that's yeah, a good friend group. Like my friend group is super nice, and like if anyone says anything, they'll just be like, "Hey, like like that's not right,"
Yeah.
and kind of just make them back off a little. But yeah, I'd say those are my top two things, and also finding a jet main to carry you.
So you can get healed.
No, not for heal, but so you can get high rank.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Sage that heals, right?
Yes, it's so like he'll play jet, and then I'll play Sage. I'll heal him.
Okay, I love that. So, what do you wish you knew before you started streaming?
Okay. I started streaming on PlayStation, and streaming on console is really hard. So, that's like one thing that I wish I just like waited for my PC and then started on PC, but it's fine. If you go back on my Twitch, you can see like all these like really cringy clips from 4 or 5 years ago of me on PlayStation playing Fortnite. But I'd say I'm very lucky. I have a friend named Krish, and he helped me with all my tech stuff. Like, literally, trained me to learn how to do Streamlabs and all that stuff. So I was very lucky
Oh my
that I have a friend like that. Literally,
I
my personal tech support. Yeah, he's the best.
I have that too. I have my moderator, Simply Santasia.
Yes, like I would not be streaming if it weren't for him.
I literally I just I can't do anything without her. Like it's crazy. I don't know how anyone just knows these things. That's one thing that blows my mind. I'm like, how did you figure this out?
He's like explaining all these things. He's like, it's right there, and I'm like, where? It takes me like a solid 10 minutes to figure out what's happening.
No, I know. It's so crazy. It's like these people are so talented. Like, shout out to all the moderators and tech support people in our lives that are getting us through it.
Thank you.
What would we do without you? Okay, hang on 2 secs. I just want to go back into there.
Of course.
Into the chat. Okay. How long have we been live for? Can you see, Kay?
Let me try. Okay, you don't have the command set up. I think you've been live for
50 minutes, Simply Santasia said. Okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to have to wrap it up in like 10 because I do have to go to an audition and I've got to get my life together. I've got to learn the lines, y'all. I don't even know the lines
Oh my
yet.
gosh,
So
good luck. I'm excited for you. I hope it goes
fine.
well.
It's all I'm just because of COVID, it's not in person. So
Okay.
we'll figure it out. But okay, so what else do I want to ask you? I have not asked any of these questions in order, and I have confused the hell out of myself. Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite SKYE voice line or Sage voice line, Jet, whatever the hell it might be?
I have a few. Okay.
What?
Wait. Sorry. Is my push to talk working?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so for SKYE, it would be Why Did I Sign Up for This Shit? That's my favorite.
I don't even know how I say that. Why did I
It's
sign up for this shit?
yeah, it's so good. Like, that's one of my favorites. Another one is by Jet. Hey Phoenix, if I die, Viking funeral, all the way. I love like their little relationship in the game. It's one of my favorite things ever.
I would, you know what's weird, and I don't know what your thoughts on this are, but I want to do impressions of some of the characters, but because some of them aren't white characters, I feel like it would come across as kind of racist if I was doing like an Asian impression. Like, I don't know if that would be like right to do. What do you think about that?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I feel like because it's like, you know, you're trying to get in character, I feel like I think it's okay. Personally, like I wouldn't really take offense to it. Like, I think that's pretty cool. And I also like Yoru's voice lines where a little bit of Japanese is included, and I love that.
Yeah, I love how they made Yoru like this, like, he's just this bad boy.
Yes.
And he just doesn't care about anything.
If I were to choose like an attractive Valorant character, it would be Yoru.
Oh, I know! He's hot! He's for sure hot!
Love him.
Don't you feel like Yoru's just like wearing a leather jacket and just like smoking a cigarette, and he's just like...
I love him.
Yeah.
And the Japanese, like the tiny bit of Japanese voice lines that he has, it's just everything.
No,
amazing.
Totally.
Astros are super funny to me. Like when she hums, I love it.
Who? Astra?
Yeah, she hums for one of her voice lines, and it's amazing.
Wow! I've not listened to any of her voice lines. I really...
And then Raze has a good one. I think she talks to Sova or Brimstone, and she's like, how do you listen to that music? It's always like dunce, dunce, dunce.
She's so cute, yes.
She's so funny. I love it.
Okay, what else have I got to ask you? Do you have any questions for me? I always say this to my guests. It's totally fine if you don't.
Let me think. What was like your favorite experience in voice acting, SKYE? That's probably one of my questions.
What was my favorite experience? I don't know. It wasn't like a singular thing, but definitely like going and voicing her and their reaction to it. Like they
okay.
like that. They were really like, oh yes, like sick, like oh my god. Like they were really into the way that I was doing it, and I was like, oh good, okay, like great, this is like working or whatever.
I love it.
It made me feel like I was making the right choices, and it can be very like, yeah, it is a lot of pressure, like going into that environment and like, you know, going and being the voice of something, and you tend to. I remember leaving on the first day, and they were like so nice to me. They were like, "You absolutely crushed it. We love you.
That's awesome.
We're so happy with you." And I left, and I was like, "What if that was a fluke?" Like, I remember thinking in my head, what if I just was really lucky on the first day, and then I go into the studio the next day, and I'm, like, not as good. Like, it's I think when you're a performer, you constantly feel like you're gonna, like, be bad. I don't know, it's so weird.
And you did a great job.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time hearing SKYE, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, there's so much enthusiasm in your voice, and I loved it. I was like, her voice lines are so cool. I love the enthusiasm put into it. And all, like, the cussing ones are just even better. Like...
I feel like that's just probably, everyone's always saying, yeah, the enthusiasm thing, but I think it's probably just like a little bit my natural personality a little bit.
And then when you called me, I was like, oh my gosh, she's literally SKYE. Like,
yeah, it's really not that different from me. I mean, I don't talk exactly like her. She's more country than me, but yeah, she's definitely like a particular kind of person. And also, I feel like when Australians swear, I feel like they really feel it in their whole being.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like they don't just say piss off. They're like piss off. Like they really like
feel it.
They really fucking feel it.
I feel it every time she says it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, so inspirational.
And I'm also like, I don't know if you're like this, but I'm so fiery. Like I can go from 0 to 100 in a second. Like
I love it.
I'm definitely like, I'm like a really nice person, but you know, to a point. Like
right, of course. I think a lot of gamers can also relate to that. It's like they can be really chill, but it's like, okay, when it's like cutoff time and you're like being really rude, then it's like, you know, time to say something.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mess around. I'm like nice, but then there's a point where I'm like, we crossed that line.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a little bit of admin before I wrap up, guys. I've been so lucky today to talk to this beautiful girl, Kayla, known as Sailor Guardian with a Q. She's
with a Q.
With a Q, very important. No G, there's a Q. She's commented in chat a bunch, so you guys can just click on that. That's going to take you to her Twitch, and then in the About section, you're going to be able to find all links to all of her social medias, etc., etc. If you're not already, follow me on Twitch. And yeah, join the Discord, do all of the things. So next week, I have a SKYE main called Satchel Jump coming on. I'm going to interview Satchel. He's doing really well, growing a lot, very successful SKYE main. So we're stoked. We're going to have a boy on for a change. No, we're having not having a girl on for a week. I'm going to miss my ladies. But yeah, we're excited to have SKYE on. Sorry, not SKYE on, Satchel on. Sorry, I'm losing it. But yeah, I've loved talking to you, Kay. You're so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I hope that we can stay in contact, and I hope that we can collab, and like anytime, you know, if you ever want me to come on your stream or like do anything with you or do on your TikTok, whatever it might be, like please let me know, and I'm happy to collab with you. So what's next? What do you feel is next? You're just going to try to go into the streaming consistently? Is that the next thing we're going to do?
Yes, that's the next goal. Overcome the shadow ban, and then like I'm going to start posting a ton of Valorant stuff. I already mentioned in my bio, and I started posting a little bit more Valorant. So hopefully it does well.
Yeah, okay. And one thing that I will say, this is my parting commentary of Kayla. She's such a good little like editor. She's good with Photoshop. She's got such like a cute aesthetic. Like you've got such a cute vibe. I just like all of your Instagram is so cute. I think you're a really visual person.
Yes, I love colors. I love everything aesthetic.
Yes, that must be why you connect with anime so much.
Yes, I'd say for sure. Yeah. It's a big aspect.
How interesting. People are so fascinating to me. All right, Kayla, you are wonderful and beautiful, and we're so lucky to have had this time to connect with you today. I can't wait to see what happens to you in the future. Please reach out to me.
Of course. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
We're in each other's lives now. Yes, and follow along, do all of the things, guys. Kay, I'll hang up, and then I'll call you in a minute. You can have a little debrief, baby. Simply Santasia said, do you want me to raid Johnny again? Yeah, raid Johnny. Johnny's hot. Do you know who Johnny is?
No, I don't.
What's his last name, Simply Santasia? What's Johnny's last name? He's like a voice actor.
Ooh.
Cruz. Johnny Cruz. Ooh, yeah. He's a babe. Okay, I'm gonna he voices Luca in Overwatch. Lucio in Overwatch. I might be saying that.
Oh, I don't play Overwatch. I really want to though.
Oh, he's cute. All right, fam. I'm out of here. Thank you so much to Kay, aka Sailor Guardian. She's a goddess and an angel. I'm going to do the stream ending thing and probably move the screen around. Yep, I am. Okay, bye, fam. Thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate you all. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks so much.
Bye.